A very good morning, students. Today we are going to study principles of management. I hope that you have gone through the first video where we have discussed 5 principles of management, and in this video we might be covering 5 more principles. Now, very often, students do ask me that it is very difficult to retain or recall all the principles of management at once. So I was going through this web search and I found this acronym. I think this acronym is going to really help you in remembering all the 14 principles of management. So the acronym is DAD. You see USSR? Oh, I see. Now in this one line, that is DAD, you see USSR, oh, I see. The entire 14 principles of management are there. Let's see how. See here. D, AD, DAD. D, division of work. A, authority and responsibility. D, discipline. U stands for unity of command. UC, that is looking. C is centralization and decentralization. USSR, that you see USSR, U stands for unity of direction. S for subordination of individual interest to general interest, that we'll study today. S, scalar chain. R, remuneration of employees. Then there is a question mark that you are asking, have you seen USSR, Dad? O, I see. O, order. I, initiative. S, stability of tenure of personnel. E, equity, and E, asperity corps. Now let's see. Here we have already done 5 principles of management. Let's see, we have done division of work. We have done authority and responsibility. Discipline is also done, unity of command. We have also covered in the video, and unity of direction. Today we are going to cover centralization, subordination, scalar chain, and remuneration of employees. And we'll cover order also. So in this video we are going to cover these 5 principles. Okay. So the first principle here today we are going to talk about is subordination of individual interest to general interest. हमें अपना इंटरेस्ट जो है, इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट जो है, जो मैं चाहती हूँ, उसे सबॉर्डिनेट करके सामने एक जनरल इंटरेस्ट, ऐसा इंटरेस्ट जो सबके लिए है, वो आगे रखना है. एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल एक प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर है और उसे कहा गया है कि आपको 150 टन्स ऑफ 150 यूनिट्स प्रोड्यूस करने हैं. तो वो प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए उसे यूनिट्स रॉ मटेरियल भी चाहिए होगा, राइट? In order to purchase the raw material, he goes outside and finds the suppliers. One of the supplier comes to be very good friend of his, but that friend is selling the raw material at more than the market price. Now, if he purchases from his friend, it means somewhere he is thinking only about his individual interest. क्योंकि वो जो फ्रेंड है उसको रॉ मटेरियल मार्केट से ज़्यादा प्राइस पे दे रहा है. तो अगर मार्केट से ज़्यादा प्राइस पे दे रहा है तो उस पर कंपनी का लॉस हो रहा है, और उसे अपना इंटरेस्ट नहीं देखना, उसे कंपनी का इंटरेस्ट आगे रखना है. फ्रेंडशिप बाद में देखनी है, या फिर हो सकता है उससे जो होने वाली कमीशन मिलनी है, वो इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट, उसे बाद में देखना है. दैट इज़ व्हाट द प्रिंसिपल सजेस्टेड बाय फेयोल सेड, दैट any interest should not supersede the interest of the organization. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के इंटरेस्ट से ऊपर कोई भी इंटरेस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. So just see over here, according to this principle, the interest of organization must supersede the interest of individual or employees. हमेशा organization का interest ऊपर होना चाहिए individual interest या employee interest से. इसमें एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात कही है, दैट इंटरेस्ट ऑफ लार्जर ग्रुप कैन नॉट बी सैक्रिफाइस्ड फॉर द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल. अब say I announce in the class that tomorrow I'm going to start a very important chapter on financial markets and specifically on stock market topic I'm going to take. And generally, this topic is very interesting, and sometimes students find it a bit complicated. So do not miss any class. For entire week, you should come. And somehow, some students call me, and they can be toppers also, or they can be good students also, and they say me, ma'am, please don't take these topics for this week. We are really busy in doing so and so work, and we are doing it for school only, the Olympiads and everything. Please abhi ye topic mat padhao. And all students are coming in the classroom. For me, I shouldn't be partial, right? किसी का भी अगर मैं लार्जर कम्युनिटी का इंटरेस्ट ना देखूं, मेजॉरिटी का इंटरेस्ट ना देखूं, और थोड़े से ग्रुप का देखूं, तो इट मीन्स आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ अ जनरल ग्रुप but maybe of some individuals, right? Then one more example, basic example has been given. You can apply this at your home also. For example, you are three brothers and sisters, and your mother is having rupees 1,000 to buy gifts for all of you. And you alone are asking, मुझे तो भाई अकेले 1,000 रुपए का गिफ्ट चाहिए, भाई बहन का अपने आप देखो. In this case, what will be appropriate action that your mother should take? If she's listening to you and just giving you a gift of 1,000, she is not following the principle. But if she is taking care of all the children that any mother would have done, definitely she is following the principle, that is subordination of individual interest to one general interest. So just let's see if this is being followed, then what will be the effect? First effect, definitely the goals will be achieved. एक का इंटरेस्ट नहीं देख रहे, पूरे कंपनी का इंटरेस्ट देख रहे हैं, तो गोल्स अचीव होने ही है. और अगर गोल्स अचीव होंगे तो हमेशा इंडिविजुअल जनरल इंटरेस्ट के बीच में एक कोऑर्डिनेशन रहेगा. If this is not being followed, then goals will not be achieved, and even employees are going to suffer in the longer run. Now, why it has been said longer run? For the shorter run, वो जो प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर है, बीच में तो उसका फ़ायदा हो गया थोड़े से टाइम के लिए. बाद में कंपनी को रॉ मटेरियल महंगे रेट पे मिला है, वो और कॉस्ट मतलब चेंजेस लेके आएगा अपनी चीज़ों में. फिर कंपनी हो सकता है कि अगर उसको मटेरियल महंगा पड़ रहा है तो वो अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को महंगा कर दे. प्रोडक्ट्स को महंगे रेट पे सेल करेगा तो कोई लेगा नहीं, और अगर सेल्स ज़्यादा नहीं होंगी तो हो सकता है कंपनी को प्रॉफिट ना हो, और कंपनी को अगर प्रॉफिट नहीं होगा तो एम्प्लॉयज़ को कहाँ से मिलेगा. तो हो सकता है लॉन्गर रन में वो बेनिफिट ना करे. So this was your principle given by Henry Fayol. Coming to the next principle is remuneration of employees. So this principle says employees in the organization must be paid fairly or adequately to give the maximum satisfaction. All the employees who are working in the organization should be paid as per the norms and regulations of whatever authority that is being they are there. And why it has been said कि अगर employees को आप सही से नहीं पे करते, that is if the employees are being underpaid, definitely they are going to be unsatisfied, and these unsatisfied person, trust me, can never contribute to maximum. They will not be even interested, efficiency भी नहीं दिखाएंगे, and this is going to lead to increase in the employee turnover. फटाफट जॉब छोड़ के जाना शुरू कर देंगे, वो टर्नओवर बहुत ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. सो हमें क्या करना चाहिए? द एम्प्लॉय मस्ट बी पेड फेयर वेजेस और फेयर सैलरीज. अब ये फेयरली क्या मतलब क्या है? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय फेयर? मैम आप तो कह रहे हो इसमें जस्ट लिखा है, इक्विटेबल लिखा है, फेयर लिखा है, इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है एटलीस्ट उन्हें इतना दो जितना वो स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, रीजनेबल स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग उनके लिए है, जितनी उस चीज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट है. सो यहाँ मैंने टिक भी किया हुआ है. Give them at least a reasonable standard of living, and at least at the same time it should be within the paying capacity of the company. Company की capacity में होना चाहिए. For example, company wants to expand its work, and for doing so they are inviting a lot of professional and experts to give their advices about it. Now, these experts and professionals are charging a very huge amount for a very small meeting because they are going to give a very good decision also. But is the company in the capacity for paying that much? And if that is worth, so these things are also needed to be seen, right? First, give them a reasonable, that is reasonable for their standard of living. Second, it should be within the paying capacity of the business. कंपनी लॉसेस में नहीं जाएगी ना इन सब चीज़ों के लिए. In other words, remuneration should be just and equitable, and if that happens, they're going to be a very positive environment. The employees will be working very efficiently to achieve the organizational goals, and this is going to build a very good relationship between the workers and the management. So these were the two principles. Let's see the third principle, centralization and decentralization. You must have listened or gone through these two terms earlier also. Centralization means in the center. All the powers, all the authority, all the decision making powers are at the center. It means in one hand. और decentralized मतलब distribute कर देना अपनी powers को, कि मैं अकेले नहीं संभाल सकती भाई, तुम ये कर लेना, तुम वो कर लेना, और उनको भी आगे अथॉरिटी दे दी, उन्होंने आगे अथॉरिटीज पास कर दी. So that is distributing the power at every level of management. Level of management? Yes, level of management, top, middle and lower. So just read here, centralization refers to the concentration of authority or powers in few hands, that also at the top level. And decentralization means evenly distribution of power at every level of management. Now what FAYOL said? Did FAYOL said have complete centralization, or he said have complete decentralization? No. He said that there must be a combination of both. Combination होना चाहिए हर एक कंपनी में. अब वो combination 50-50 है, 60-40 है, 70-30 है, 80-20 है, क्या combination है, क्या ratio है? That definitely depends upon the size and nature of the business of the organization. क्या business है, क्या size है, उस पर depend करेगा कितना centralization रखना है, कितना decentralization रखना है. So एक commonly कहा गया है कि अगर एक बहुत small organization है, छोटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, कैपिटल कम है, एम्प्लॉयज़ कम है, वर्क कम है, तो उसके अंदर सब कुछ बहुत इफेक्टिवली सेंट्रलाइज्ड मैनेज हो सकता है, टॉप लेवल पे लोग उसे मैनेज कर सकते हैं. इट कैन बी गिवन इन फ्यू हैंड्स एंड कैन बी डन. बट इफ द कंपनी इज़ वेरी लार्ज, दे हैव लार्ज ऑपरेशंस, many diversified lines, right? Then there is definitely a need of decentralization. अगर सब कुछ सेंट्रलाइजेशन में रहा तो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम और क्योस हो सकता है, डिसीजंस लेने में टाइम हो सकता है, डिलेज हो सकते हैं. इसीलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि काम को तब डिवाइड कर दिया जाए. दैट इज सूटेबिलिटी, राइट? सो देयर नीड टू हैव अ बैलेंस ऑफ सबऑर्डिनेट इन्वॉल्वमेंट. वो कह रहे हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू फ्योल एक बैलेंस होना चाहिए. सबऑर्डिनेट का कितना इन्वॉल्वमेंट होगा डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन में, और फाइनल अथॉरिटी जो है वो कितनी ज़्यादा रिटेन होनी चाहिए थ्रू सेंट्रलाइजेशन, इसका अंदाज़ा लग जाना चाहिए. Here the main points are given. Just read them. The authority to take core decisions, very important decisions. This authority must be retained only by the top management. Authority to take routine decision, रोज़ के काम है, उसको डेलीगेट कर दो मिडिल लोअर लेवल पे. स्कूल में भी, स्कूल में अगर ब्रांचेस एक्सपैंड करनी है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की बात है, डिपार्टमेंट्स क्रिएट करने हैं, फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड है, मेजर डिसीजंस है, these decisions should be in the hand of top level, maybe at the level of managers, board of directors and principal. But if it is about daily routine, making timetable, making substitution chart, giving different kind of duties or making different kind of committees for the work, these works should be responsibly delegated to the middle and lower level of management. The degree of decentralization depends more on the scales of operations, like what is the kind of the business that they are in. Here the example is given in Reliance and in other big companies. Decentralization is more as comparable to the small companies, and that is true. They have larger operations. Now this principle, what are the positive effects of this principle? If we are going to follow this, we are going to get dual benefits of both centralization and decentralization, which is great. And if it is there, centralization भी है, decentralization भी, decision देखो, decision बहुत quickly होगा. अगर डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन ना होता तो हम हर छोटी मोटी चीज़ के लिए टॉप लेवल के पास पहुंच जाते और प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होता. अब जब हर एक चीज़ डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड है तो फटाफट डिसीजंस लिए जाएंगे, फटाफट चेकिंग होगी, कंट्रोलिंग होगी सारे ऑपरेशंस की, और हर लेवल पे काम सिस्टमैटिक चलेगा. What will be the consequence of this principle if this is not being followed in the organization? First, there will be definite delay in decision making. जल्दी काम नहीं हो सकता, और हो सकता है वो लोग जिनके हाथ में पावर्स हैं और वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करना चाहते, वो अपनी अथॉरिटी को मिसयूज करें. Then comes this topic, scalar chain. Now what is scalar chain? Scalar chain means formal line of authority from highest to the lowest rank. These are the lines of authority. Subordinate और superior के बीच का relationship from highest to lowest rank. FAYOL insists that this chain must be followed strictly in the organization, and there should be no skipping of any one key. Right? कोई भी chain break नहीं होनी चाहिए. Let's see over here. For example, these are two lines of authority and communication, and A is on the top level, right? A is at the top level. Now, if A wants to give any command whatsoever, or any rules, or want to give any order to F, he cannot directly give. A सीधा जाके F के पास नहीं जा सकता. A का जो भी immediate person है जिसको वो बताएगा, he will go and tell it to B. B is supposed to go to C, then C is supposed to go to D, D is supposed to go to E, and then finally F will get to know what he is supposed to do. So what is happening over here, you will see there is a chain of command, there is a chain of authority that flows down. Now why there is a chain? For example, say this person P, a worker at the lowest level, wants to go and directly talk to A. अगर तो मैं बोल दूँ कि भाई मेरा बॉस है O, I am P, my boss is O, and I am saying मैं A से बात करने जा रहा हूँ. कह रहे अरे कैसे बात करने जा रहे हो? अरे अरे मेरी बहुत जान पहचान है, मैं जानता हूँ A को कौन है वो. I don't need your help. So now what basically happen is O will be feeling as if there is no need of his, there is no respect given to that person. And even if you don't talk about respect, and ऐसे ही P उठ के A के पास चला जाएगा, कभी F चला जाएगा, कभी N चला जाएगा, A, the person who is responsible for taking the major core decisions, he will be just busy in solving the problems of everyone and will not be able to concentrate on the core objectives. So it is very important, first of all, उसने क्या किया? एक सेम लेवल पे बी और एल काम करते हैं. सपोज दिस इज द प्रोडक्शन साइड, राइट? सपोज दिस इज द प्रोडक्शन साइड, प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट है, एंड दिस इज सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट, राइट? अब ये सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट के ये सब सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट के एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं और ये सब प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट के हैं. ये उसका सीईओ, ये उसका पर्सन है, मैनेजर है, एसोसिएट मैनेजर है, एंड सो ऑन द लेवल गोज ऑन. कुछ एग्जीक्यूटिव्स हैं, वर्कर्स हैं. तो उसने अथॉरिटी बांटी रखी है, ये एल सुपीरियर है एम का और एम सबॉर्डिनेट है एल का, ऐसे ही एम सुपीरियर हो गया एन का, एन सुपीरियर हो गया ओ का. So this needs to be followed, and if P wants to go and talk to A, he'll first go to O, then N, then M, then L, and then finally A is going to get to know about it. This is called scalar chain. Now you must be thinking, मैम ये तो बहुत ही लॉन्ग प्रोसीजर है, अब इसमें कुछ तो शॉर्टकट होना चाहिए. Henry Fayol actually advocated one shortcut. Now what that shortcut was, before that let's see कि वो shortcut applicable कब है. Now this shortcut is applicable only in the case of emergency. अगर कोई emergency है तभी आप ये shortcut apply कर सकते हो. Second, if there is a very important work जिसके बिना काम नहीं बन सकता तो आप ये यूज़ कर सकते हो. Third is that it is possible only at the same level. लेवल सेम होना चाहिए, मतलब हो सकता है प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट का एग्जीक्यूटिव जाके सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट के एग्जीक्यूटिव से बात कर रहा है, या प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट का मैनेजर सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट के मैनेजर को जाके ये बात बता दे. सो जब तक ये 3 पॉइंट्स नहीं होंगे यू कैन नॉट अप्लाई दैट शॉर्टकट. एंड व्हाट इज़ दैट शॉर्टकट? दैट शॉर्टकट इज़ कॉल्ड, ये मैं शॉर्टकट बना रही हूँ, सपोज डी ने एन से बात करनी है, ये शॉर्टकट बना एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड गैंग प्लैंक. बहुत स्लो लिखा जा रहा है, आई होप समझ आपको सही आ रहा है. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस गैंग प्लैंक? गैंग मीन्स ऑफ द सेम लेवल, एक ही लेवल के लोग हैं, हाँ भाई अपना गैंग है, सेम लेवल का है. प्लैंक इज शोज, ये मैंने ये जो बनाया है, ये जो ब्रिज सा बनाया है, दिस इज नॉट अ परमानेंट ब्रिज, एक स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं बनाई, आई मेड इट दिस इन गैप्स, गैप्स है सब में. क्यों? टू शो दैट दिस इज अ टेम्पररी सॉल्यूशन, ये एक टेम्पररी सॉल्यूशन है. ये नहीं कि भाई फ्योल ने बोला है कि यू हैव अ शॉर्टकट एंड यू आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई इट ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन. नो, ये तभी फॉलो करना है अगर ये 3 सिचुएशंस आती हैं. दैट इज very emergency situation, very important work, and at same level, then only you need to apply the gang plank. Now एक एग्जाम्पल बेसिक लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये तो मैंने आपको दिखाया था एग्जाम्पल ऑफ, एग्जाम्पल जो कि है एक मिडिल लेवल पे, 2 लाइन्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन पे. अगर यही मुझे बनाना हो 1 लाइन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, 1 लाइन ऑफ अथॉरिटी, तो अगर मैं स्कूल का एग्जाम्पल लूँ तो ये देखो कैसे होगा. ये कैसे फॉलो होगा? फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक स्टूडेंट है, राइट? उस स्टूडेंट ने मेरी क्लास में कुछ प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करी एंड इसी वजह से बोला गया है कि क्लास मॉनिटर को ऐसी सारी बातें बतानी है. तो व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस student's complaint will be going to the class monitor. That class monitor is going to approach me. I may be the subject teacher. Then this subject teacher, if she finds that this matter is very big, no, I cannot handle, this will be communicated to the class teacher. And if the class teacher thinks, no, I think I should tell it to the higher authorities, she will go and tell it to the HOD, the head of the department of her staff room. And then what will happen if he thinks or she thinks that this is not even in my hands, I think this is better to be suited and given to the counselor. Counselor further thinks कि भाई parents involvement है and I need to tell it to the vice principal, and finally it gets communicated to the principal. Here this is the single line. उधर हमने 2 लाइन्स देखी थी of authority and communication. Here we are seeing the one line. This can also be a scalar chain where a single chain has been followed. I might not go directly, or the class monitor cannot go directly and complain, principal मैम ऐसा हुआ था, तो वो क्या सब कामों पे ध्यान रख पाएंगी? नहीं. If, because ये जो बीच में इतने सारे लोग आ गए हैं, these are the filters. They are going to analyze and think, is the matter really important that it should be communicated there? Is it very much emergency, right, that it should be there? So this is the another example from a classroom setup. This we have already done. I'll just forward you this and you can go through it. Next principle comes is order. Order doesn't mean to give command. ये मत बोलना मैम, अच्छा ये प्रिंसिपल तो हम पहले कर चुके हैं, यूनिटी ऑफ कमांड. ऑर्डर, हर एक चीज़ का ऑर्डर होना. ऑर्डर देना नहीं बोल रही मैं, ऑर्डर होना. अब ये ऑर्डर होना क्या होगा, यहाँ पढ़ते हैं. इट रेफर्स टू ऑर्डरली अरेंजमेंट ऑफ men and material that is a fixed place for everything and everyone in the organization. फ्योल emphasized कि हर एक organization में men and material, इंसान और सामान, दोनों की अपनी जगह होनी चाहिए और वो जगह फिक्स्ड होनी चाहिए. अब ऐसा क्यों बोला? Very often this happens in school, that if a teacher needs help in carrying some material ना, और बच्चा जा रहा है, तो she'll just ask the students, can you please help me in taking the material? And for example, a geography teachers, she has a globe and some maps in her hand, and there are some notebooks that needs to be given to history teacher, say. So she calls a student and says, बेटा ये जो ग्लोब है और ये जो चार्ट्स है इसे लैब में रख दीजिए, और ये नोटबुक्स जो हैं ये लीजा मैम को दे दीजिए. So what you're going to do for doing the work effectively and efficiently, you need to know where this material needs to be kept. Definitely you know that the geography lab in our school is at 3rd floor, just near to the lift. You'll go there and keep the material. Then these notebooks are to be given to Lisa ma'am. Lisa ma'am takes classes in 11th and 12th. Her staff room is also on 3rd floor, just between class 12D and 12E. You clearly know that where her position or place is, right? Where her order is. So the principal state there should be a definite fixed order for men and material in every organization. Why? Because if it is there, see this point, so that no time and energy is wasted in search of any material and person at any point of time. Higher authorities or any child even wants to know or wants to find out the material, there will be no wastage of doing so, right? There is on the spot drawing competition and शीट्स नहीं मिल रही, एंड यू नो वी से चिल्ड्रन, बच्चे जाके शीट्स ले आओ. अगर उन्हें पता ही नहीं है मटेरियल कहाँ रखा होता है, कोई फिक्स्ड जगह ही नहीं है, अच्छा हम रखते हैं बट कोई फिक्स जगह नहीं है, तो कभी आप टाइमली अचीव कर पाओगे काम? कभी भी नहीं. सो देयर नीड्स टू बी एवरीथिंग at a proper place. People and material must be in suitable places as appropriate time for achieving the efficiency. अगर ऐसा होगा, there will be no hindrance in the activities of business or factory, and this is definitely going to lead to the productivity and efficiency in the company, right? यहाँ भी एग्जाम्पल दिया है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द मार्केटिंग मैनेजर ऑफ योर कंपनी हैज़ हिज ऑफिस ऑन 3rd floor, therefore या तो हर जगह 3rd floor आ रहा है, therefore anybody wants to meet him has to go to the 3rd floor. Clear? Just this is the last thing we'll go. What will be the positive effect if we are going to follow this principle? If we follow this principle, there will be no wastage of time in search of men and material. Second, smooth systematic operations will be there. If we do not follow, what will be the consequence? Wastage of time and energy will be there, and unable to contact the people at the right time. कभी वो लोग time पे मिलेंगे ही नहीं. कभी कभार ऐसा होता है, in school also there was a call that I received and they wanted to meet some teacher, right? And she was not in the staff room. And when we saw her timetable, in the timetable also, it was her free period. Like, she didn't had a class at that point of time. We couldn't see her in any class. She was neither in the washroom. And then finally, after searching, after half an hour, we got to know that she was in the library, sitting very quietly and going through the newspaper. But she was not present when we wanted, so we couldn't able to contact at the right point of time. So definitely there should be order. अगर उन्हें जाना था, if that was really important for her to go to the library, she should have informed some person in the staff room so that if anyone reaches out or call out, we would get to know easily. Okay, fine. So I think that these four principles that we have done just right now will be clear to you. Whenever I complete it, just give 5 to 10 minutes and have a thorough reading from the textbook. It will really help you to retain everything in mind. And just when you reach back to your textbook, write this acronym DAT, UCUSSR, OIC, and your 4 principles are done. Thank you.